Delana, everyone, and welcome to a brand new series on this channel. Today we're going to be playing Conquest of Azeroth. Conquest of Azeroth is an illegal version of World of Warcraft Classic. It completely replaces the original WoW classes with 21 brand new classes inspired by the Warcraft lore, each with unique abilities, talent trees, and playstyles. Conquest of Azeroth also includes many popular features from Ascension, including Mythic Plus dungeons, multiple raid difficulties, PvP, including high-risk PvP, expanded quests and world content, new professions, and additional zones and exploration content. Think of it as what if Blizzard made an entirely new set of Warcraft classes for Classic WoW? It keeps the familiar. Choosing a class in Conquest of Azeroth isn't a decision to take lightly. There are 21 completely unique classes, hundreds of abilities, dozens of specializations. So naturally, I decided to remove all human judgment from the process. Over the past several days, I've been collecting gameplay metrics, community sentiment, historical performance data, statistical trends, and several other highly confidential variables. Using this information, I developed what I believe to be the most advanced class selection possible. The algorithm weighs dozens of factors simultaneously: damage potential, survivability, mechanical complexity, solo viability, group utility, fashion, whether the class name sounds cool, and several proprietary metrics I am not at liberty to disclose. And several proprietary metrics I am not at liberty to disclose. After thousands of calculations, millions of simulated outcomes, and absolutely zero emotional bias, I can now determine with scientific certainty the optimal class for this playthrough. So, let's not waste any more time and run the algorithm. Alrighty, guys. I have determined with mathematical absolutivity that the Reaper is the best class to play right now. If we hover over Reaper right here, it shows us all the classes we can pick. I think I'm going to go for the classic human. Humans get increased stealth detection, increased spirit, bonus to reputation gains, increase expertise with swords and maces, and can break out of speed altering and trapping effects. Humans are a young race, and thus highly versatile, mastering the arts of combat, craftsmanship, and magic with stunning efficiency. The humans' valor and optimism have led them to build some of the world's greatest kingdoms. In this troubled era, after generations of conflict, humanity seeks to rekindle its former glory and forge a shining new future. Alrighty, guys, let's customize this bad boy. I'm gonna kids, ignore that. Let's customize this bad boy. Interesting. Let's do that. Face. Let's go for a young. Looks good. Hairstyle. I can't decide on a hairstyle. I think I'm gonna have to run this through the algorithm really quick. Determine which hairstyle will help us level the fastest and most efficiently. Sure. Your color? Sure. Alright, let's name this my character. I just typed in some random words there. Alrighty, and we're going to be enabling level scaling. Quests and enemies in the open world will trail behind with your level, but always reward experience. Creatures will not scale down to your level. Higher level creatures will remain a higher level. So this basically means that quests will always grant experience. But and I think this will change how the algorithm takes into account questing and mob grinding. Yeah. Let's start this exciting new adventure together. First, I'm gonna do this. Hey there. Let's talk to Deputy Willem. Hello there, Reaper. Normally, I'd be out on the beat looking after the folk of Stormwind, but a lot of the Stormwind guards are fighting in other lands. So here I am, deputized and offering bounties when I'd rather be on patrol. Right with him. I hope you strapped your belts on tight, young Reaper. Reaper, hardly know her. Because there's work to do here in Northshire, and I don't mean farming. Stormwind guards are hard-pressed to keep the peace here. With so many of us in distant lands, and so many threats pressing close, and so we're enlisting the aid of anyone willing to defend their home, and their alliance. If you're here to answer the call, then speak with my superior, Marshal McBride. Objectives. Speak with Marshal McBride. You'll receive 46 experience.
See you around.
So I think since we're going to be walking this way anyway, it's efficient to do this quest. Overall. So let's do that. Let's talk to Marshal McBride here.
Greetings.
Hey, citizen. You look like a stout one. We guards are spread a little thin out here, and I could use your help. Ah, good. Another volunteer. We're getting a lot of you these days. I hope it's enough. The human lands are threatened from without, and so many of our forces have been marshaled abroad. This, in turn, leaves room for corrupt and lawless groups to thrive within our borders. It is a many-fronted battle we wage. Gird yourself for a long campaign. Another 46er.
Careful.
Kobold Camp Cleanup. Your first task is one of cleansing. A clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight the kobold vermin you find. Reduce their numbers so that we may one day drive them from Northshire. Objective, kill 8 kobold vermin, then return to Marshal McBride. You will receive 25 copper, 200 experience in a small red pouch, which can hold 6 items.
Go with honor, friend.
I noticed that Deputy McBride has another quest for us, and I think it's optimal to talk to him here.
Hello.
Hello there, Reaper. Normally I'd be out on the beat looking after the folk of Stormwind, but a lot of the Stormwind guards are fighting in other lands, so here I am, deputized and offering bounties when I'd rather be on patrol. Egan Peltskinner. Egan Peltskinner is looking for someone to hunt wolves for him. It's good news, because we're seeing a lot more wolves in the Northshire Valley lately. Objective, speak with Egan Peltskinner. 99 XP.
See you later.
It's optimal to kill that squirrel there.
You need something?
That's true. I'm looking for someone to hunt me some wolves. Are you that person? I sure am.
Safe travel.
Wolves across the border. I hate those nasty timber wolves, but I sure like eating wolf steaks. Bring me tough wolf meat, and I will exchange it for something that you'll find useful. Tough wolf meat is gathered from hunting the timber wolves and young wolves wander North Shore courtside. Objectives: bring 8 pieces of tough wolf meat to Egan Peatskeller outside Northshire Abbey. Rewards. So I will be able to choose one of these 2 rewards. And also get 200 experience. I'll have to run both these items through the algorithm to determine which one is better for my class and playstyle.
Have a good one.
But until then... So right here, you see this glowing object? This is Egan's water pouch. And you can actually loot it and drink it. And there's a lot of objects in the world that you can interact with like that and get items. So let's look at our abilities real quick. Reap. Melee range generates 1 soul fragment. Strike an enemy for 80% weapon damage plus steal and generates a runic power. And with that runic power, 30 of it, we can send soul crows at an enemy 15 yards away, dealing 19 shadow damage and reducing their chance to hit by 3% for 10 seconds. And we can also soul rend an enemy soul, dealing 30 shadow damage and generates runic power. So it looks like we can't spend any soul fragments right now, but I'm sure pretty soon we will. So this is where it gets difficult because we're going to be fighting other players for tags. Interesting. I guess let's fight this Cobalt Vermin for the quest and for the experience of it. I'm starting to get a feel for this class a little bit. So what I'm doing is trying to optimize okay, that was a bad movement. Let's try this vermin. Send our crows at him. Let's fight this timber wolf for its meat. Oh wow. So, what's a soul infusion? Soul collector. Oh, I see. Your reap generates 1 soul fragment. Ah, and generating 3 soul fragments grants a reaped soul. Ah, so okay, I get it. So 3 of these is. Okay, I see. Let's continue. I'll fight this vermin over here, away from prying eyes. I'll start out with a reap. And I'll murder. And we have reached level 2, everyone. I think that's a good place to end this video here. I just wanted to say